And welcome back to the show too. With house prices on the up, it's no surprise the Australian dream of owning your own home seems unattainable for many people.
The good news is, though, there are still affordable areas to buy, even in our capital cities. The main senior economist, Dr. Andrew Wilson, is here. And Doctor, good morning to you.
Good morning, Carl.
OK, can we buy a home for under $450,000? And where?
Well, everywhere but perhaps Sydney. Certainly all the capital cities offer some affordable housing, and probably in areas that are better than we would expect. But Sydney's still a challenge.
Brizzy, a big one for you.
Northern parts of Brisbane, North Lakes and Kalanga, good buying across to Redcliffe. Closer into the city in the eastern part of Brisbane. Capalaba and Wynnum West. So good buying there, a little closer in.
So is there anywhere in New South Wales
well,
you can get
probably
something
not in
for under
Sydney.
450?
It's a tough ask in Sydney. It's those northwestern suburbs, Wayland, Lethbridge Park, that,
Newcastle.
Yeah, Wollongong, that probably offer the best value at the moment. But you've got to be quick, really. I think it'll be more like under 500 rather than under 450 soon.
Okay.
What about Melbourne?
Well, Melbourne's the strongest housing market in the country at the moment, and those western suburbs, inner western suburbs, are certainly doing very
Frankston.
well. And Frankston, the gateway to the Mornington Peninsula, offers good value
Yeah,
too.
we're big friends of Frankston.
Big friends of
Frankston. Franks is good.
What about best buys in Adelaide and Perth?
Well, look, Adelaide certainly is offers the best value of any of our capitals. You can buy property under $450,000 there within 10 k's of the CBD. Established suburbs such as Sturt and Greenacres, and I think that really, if you looked at Adelaide and compared it to Sydney, you wouldn't get much under $2 million for the same type of property in Sydney.
OK, in Perth?
Well, Perth is the best buyer's market in the country at the moment. A good time to be a buyer. Prices are lower there than they've been for the last 2 years. And again, you can get inner suburban areas such as Bentley and Ferndale in Perth, which are quite close to the CBD. Established suburbs, so a good time to be buying in Perth.
Mining will turn around, so it'll go up. And so mortgage overall, give us an indication of where you see the market's heading.
Well, look, the good news for buyers going forward is we're not going to see that prices growth that we've had over the last 2 or 3 years, particularly in Sydney and Melbourne. It's going to be a flat outlook for prices growth. That means that if you are saving, you don't have to worry about prices continuing to rise, so you're being behind the 8 ball all the time. So a better outlook for buyers going forward. The Sydney market at the bottom is still very much a challenge for first home buyers particularly.
Good to see you, Doc.
Thank you so much, Carl.
Thanks, Andrew.
Well, coming up in our next hour, Inside Scientology HQ.